Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Long weekend, 3-day weekend. Martin Luther King. Tomorrow, finally, the market is open. I'm recording this pretty late at night. I didn't work today. Because at my job, of course, whenever when it's very slow, we have to cut people's hours because we have to keep the labor down. Anyways, I decided I'm like, I'm gonna take a little rest today. So for the grind season, that was a little rest, a little pause on my grind. I'm still gonna keep on working as much as I can. Just today was a little rest day for me. I just got back from the gym. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about dividends. I've actually been watching a bunch of videos about it. I'm not no expert, of course, but something that I'm kind of interested in, that I might open a brand new account, and maybe eventually once I build it up to a couple $1,000s, I'll probably record. But it's going to be super boring, super simple, and it's something right here. Let's see if I can remember what it is. This one right here. Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. I believe this one does pay a pretty decent dividend. Look at that. 3.38, right? It has a low expense ratio. Something that I'm pretty interested in doing is I want to start adding a couple hundred, maybe like a couple $100 a month onto this. Maybe $200 or $300 a month once I finally pay off my margin, which is maybe 2 months off, a month and a half off. So once I'm done with that, I'll still stick to the strategy of building up Amazon, Meta, and Tesla to my bigger positions to even out the portfolio a little bit. But on the side, I will be building out that this ETF right here, and I saw a very interesting video, something that was really intriguing to me. But this strategy that I'm going to be doing is super simple. The only thing you need to do is just buy this ETF or even any other dividend ETF that you can find that pays a decent yield and doesn't have such a high expense ratio, and just build it out for decades. I'm talking about 20 to 30 years. So this is something that I do not plan on even touching until I'm in my 50s or even 60 years old. I think maybe even 50 years old, because right now, let's just say I'm basically 25 years old, and I wouldn't even think about even touching this until I'm 50 years old, right? So you build out this position. Maybe you, whatever you say, you set a set, you put yourself a set amount every month. Say that maybe for me, I get paid a certain amount, and out of that certain amount, I'll put in maybe $500 a month into this. So $6,000 a year, and you slowly build this baby out for decades, and you do it every single day. Stay disciplined, do not stop, and this baby will pay out such high dividends. I think eventually, after I think a certain point, the dividend that you get will outweigh the initial investment that you put in, which is stupid crazy, right? And then once you are retired, you'll be able to, you don't have to do anything. You just live off the dividends, right? Which is awesome. That's basically what you want. And I plan on doing this, probably open another account, not on Robinhood, probably on something else, maybe on TD Ameritrade or in my bank, or even I'll open up another account somewhere else. And once I build that baby out, or maybe I'll just start recording as soon as I do it. Depends on how fast I pay off my margin. But I believe with this, you'll probably, as long as the dividend growth is there, as long as they keep on increasing their dividend yield over time, the payout will be tremendous. And this is pretty stable. If you look at 1 year, it's only down 4.25% compared to the market, which is crazy. And at the lowest point, well, let's look at the 52-week low, if it shows $65. So it doesn't really move that much. 5 years, up at 46%, right? So you're basically just in it for the dividends, and eventually, if with the dividend growth, let's say if it grows 5% every year, the dividend growth 10% every year, everything gets compounded eventually, and boom, after 20 to 30 years, you'll have such big payments. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. That's what I plan on doing with another account. I'm gonna have so many accounts. I'm gonna freaking forget all of my passwords and stuff. But yeah, I'll still be recording with this. Um, Obviously, this is a more higher risk portfolio. I'm planning to slowly diversify into more things so the risk isn't so high, because right now basically three stocks run the portfolio: Shopify, Neo, and Corsair run the portfolio. Eventually, I'll probably have Amazon, Meta, and Tesla up there with. I plan to have them have more equity than Corsair. So Amazon 3,000, maybe 3,500, 3,500, 3,500. So I'm gonna have to deposit $11,000 more just into those babies alone. And also I want to add AMD into that mix, so another 3,000 into AMD, and another 3,000 into probably Google, and another 3,000 into Nvidia and PayPal. So yeah, I need to deposit another like 25,000. So maybe by the end of this year, I'll probably be able to have my portfolio in a good shape. But even then, it all depends how the market shakes up. I really don't want the market to bounce back just yet. I'd rather like it to stay down a little bit more, because I'm almost ready to start buying some stock finally. Just a little bit more money to deposit, and I'm get to lower my margin. I do have about $650 ready to deposit to the portfolio right now. I'm just waiting for it to settle into my bank. Once it settles, I can deposit $650, and I get paid another time this month. So I already have the money for the rent set for the month. So all of the next check, whatever I can save from that, will be deposited into this. So that'll be pretty cool. Probably another couple $1,000s I'll be able to deposit, and I'll have another check ready for me from the other work. Even though I only worked a couple hours over there, maybe I'll probably be able to get like a couple $100, $200-300 hopefully. So I'm saying by the end of this month, probably 2,000, a little more than 2,020, maybe $2,500 will be going straight to paying off the margin. And I'm still waiting on hopefully a bonus check. I thought they would already paid it off, but they told me that maybe it will be around February, early to mid-February. So, and I don't even know how much that's gonna be. So I'm hoping at least a little more than $1,000, hopefully, maybe even more. It just depends, maybe 1,000 to 3,000. If I get 1,000, I'll be happy. If I even get anything, I'll be happy. To be honest, it'll go straight into paying off the margin. So I'm saying maybe mid-February we'll probably be able to be margin free, guys, finally, and hopefully we'll stay out of margin, because I'm not trying to be into margin no more. That's because there was one time, I'm not gonna show you guys, but a long time ago I had Tesla and I was $30,000 in margin. I made so much money, but I was being so greedy, and boom, my portfolio got wrecked. It was when Tesla was in the 50s. Pre-split, like super duper pre-split, like 2 splits ago, I was buying it at $50 a share. Crazy, man. Let's actually see if I can see like the history right here. I'll show you guys right now. The history. The first time I bought freaking Tesla, 27 freaking teen, guys. I'm telling you. Look at that. Look at that. 2017. Can we even go that far? Nope. 2017. Okay, so I was buying Tesla at like freaking $10 a share, maybe $15 a share, and at one point it went up to how high did it go? I think 400s, right? It went to the 400s. Oh yeah, it went into the 400s. So I was buying. I had 20x my money. I could have 20x my money. That's a rule for you guys. Don't get into margin. You get margin called, and you have to sell stock, and then boom, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. That's what happened to me, because I had a hell of a lot of shares back then. I think I had like 200 shares, 100 shares. I had like $20,000 worth. Like $20,000 worth at like maybe $50 a share. How much is that? 100 shares. Like a couple hundred shares, right? And what would it be, a couple hundred shares right now? Yeah, it would be worth a lot, right? It would be worth a lot. But yeah, that's the update for you guys. A little thing that I'm probably going to be doing is starting up a little dividend portfolio, and let me know if you guys are interested in that. It'll probably be a couple months before I make the account and I'm ready to start recording for it. But yeah, will be doing that. I will be doing that once I pay off my margin. But yeah, a little late night video for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.